Hello everyone. This is Martha. I am a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and I have been wondering what you have been doing in terms of exercise during this period. I am in Singapore, and during this time, we are in lockdown, also known as circuit breaker. So, trust Singapore to come up with a new term. And I can't go to my gym. My gym sent us in an email and said you can all download this app, Anytime Fitness. Only I can't for whatever reason I can't log in. And anyway, around the time of this circuit breaker and knowing that I wouldn't be able to go to the gym, I received a strong recommendation to use this yoga app called Down Dog. So today's video is about Down Dog, and I'm just recommending it with no vested interest. I am not making a single cent out of this. I'm just recommending it because I love it. I love it, and I think you will love it too. So I download this app called Down Dog. So it's called Down Dog, not Downward Dog, which is a yoga pose. It's called Down Dog. There's a picture of a dog. So you download this app, okay, and you open it up, you register, and you can choose what you want to do. Because I actually don't like yoga, and I didn't do yoga for many years. So I was very intimidated. So one of the first things you can do is you can look at all the different types of yoga you can do. And I went with chair yoga because it meant I didn't need to leave my chair wrong. Chair yoga may involve standing. So once you choose the option, you can choose the level, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So I chose beginner the first time I did it, and you can choose the boost. The boost includes which areas you want to concentrate on. However, you can also choose what I chose later on, which is no standing. I don't actually leave the chair. You can choose the duration. Depending on the practice, some will have more options than others. They can go on for like 1 hour. You can choose. So the first one that I chose was 10 minutes when I first started. I kid you not. And you have the option of choosing Shavasana, which means you just lie in stillness. You can choose to turn it on or off. And then under more, you can see, you can choose whether you want to have music and what kind of a voice you would like, a male or female voice, and what kind of pace, whether you want them to talk less or more, whether you want them to pause and remind you to breathe. So you can choose all this. And you can also choose the video quality so that it doesn't take up too much bandwidth, and also it just streams more seamlessly. Once you have chosen all this, you can click start, very simple, and then it will just generate the sequence. So you can see once you're ready to start, you just press and then they start. Okay, so I've turned on my music. I've turned on my music completely.
Into the seat of your chair.
That's it.
And stretch the
So you just follow the instructions. You can choose to watch or not the video. The model is always the same every day. So they will tell you the music, and you can actually go back to review the music. You can also adjust whether you think the music is too loud, or you just want louder music, or you want louder voice. And you can go forward. If you miss something, you can go back. So this is the app. So let me go to the place you can go to their website, share screen. So this is the app, Down Dog, and they actually have many versions. So I downloaded the one with yoga. There are many versions, and I want to show you the announcement on their website because I have been on it, right? So where's the announcement? This is the announcement. So the announcement says, because of the outbreak, they are giving everybody free membership until the 1st of May. And if you are a student or a teacher, you can apply through a different link and you can get membership until the 1st of July. So this is completely free. I would recommend that you do it. Why? I was recommending it to a friend of mine, and then he was saying that he does go to the gym. Now he can't go to the gym. So I asked him how he has been exercising. I don't think I got an answer. So I started to recommend Down Dog and how much I love it. I have been using it consecutively for 5 days. And trust me, okay, when I downloaded it, I didn't use it immediately for 2 days because I was scared to use it because I really don't like yoga. But the only reason why I downloaded it is because I needed to do something. And so this was how I explained this to my friend. I said, well, um, maybe you haven't done yoga before, but it's so good for us because as we age and we hold on to tension, our body becomes stiff. So we need to stretch. And the thing about this is I can just do it at home. I don't have to go anywhere. I hate the idea of going and paying money for something that I don't really enjoy doing, and then I have to travel there. So now with this app, you can do it at home. You don't even need to change. You don't even need a yoga mat. I have been doing it without a yoga mat. I know it's not the safest, but I haven't been doing it with a yoga mat. And you don't have to worry about people laughing at you because you're by yourself. You can pause the video, you can play it, and you don't have to follow it exactly because you are really just learning and you're just trying to follow as best as you can. So because there are so many ways you can customize this is why I love it. I really, really was so intimidated and so scared because I haven't been doing like proper yoga for years. And it's true that my body is getting stiff. So I after the first day of chair yoga, the next day I did chair yoga a little bit longer. And then subsequently, since then, I was choosing, uh, uh, wait, let me see. I was just choosing gentle yoga. Was it gentle yoga? And so they have different types of yoga. So after chair yoga, I think gentle yoga is like the easiest. And yeah, gentle yoga, and you can because it's kind of a bit too slow for me, so I use the fast version. So once you try the smallest denominator and you have a positive experience, I think you can just build on it. So yesterday I actually did yoga twice, gentle yoga in the morning and chair yoga in the evening, because I do notice that my body was getting stiff from doing so much work in front of the laptop. So yeah, I recommended this to my friend on this basis. First of all, right now it's free. You can customize everything. You can do it at home. You don't have to change. You don't have to travel. You don't even need special equipment. I didn't use a yoga mat, and you're doing it by yourself. You don't have to worry about looking stupid or silly because everybody has to start somewhere. And so another block to me attending a class is I didn't want to be laughed at. I also didn't want somebody touching me and trying to correct my posture. I know sometimes the teacher means well, but honestly speaking, it doesn't feel good. You attend a class, you don't know that person, and then the person has hands on you. I really, 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 really hate that. I really hate that. So this is I had a I had a very bad experience because I was attending yoga class previously years ago, and I was having pain on my leg, and that was the reason why I wasn't able to do one of the poses properly. My leg was, the weight was already on my leg, and I was kind of like compromised in terms of like trying to still do my best to do the position, even though my body was like in pain. And this teacher didn't do an intake before the session, didn't ask us if we had any aches and pains. So just because somebody looks okay, it doesn't mean that they are okay. So I went to class not knowing that like I would be in pain. So when the teacher, a male, touched me and was not just touching me without permission, but also like pushing me, I freaked out. I started screaming, and then I cried. And the teacher didn't apologize, didn't ask me what happened, didn't do a check-in after the class, just pretty much ignored me and let me sit there and cry. Yeah. So I think sometimes we really need to be so gentle with ourselves. Not everybody who is a yoga instructor are trained in the same way. And if something doesn't feel good, you need to really take care of yourself. So especially with this app, you know, like I mentioned, yes, you can possibly hurt yourself. There's no supervision. You could do it wrong, but just be very, very gentle with yourself during this time. Like, why be rough with yourself, especially? So this is Martha of Eros Coaching, sharing with you my terrible yoga experience and recommending this app. Let me tell you, I really, 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 really don't like yoga. I really don't like it, but this has been so good for me. Sometimes we need to explore things that we haven't done. I was scared um, because if we keep doing things in the same way, we'll get the same results. And I know as I get older and I become less flexible that I do need to do different kinds of fitness. And as you know, fitness is not just cardio, it's not just weights, it's not just strength, it's not just stamina, it's also flexibility and endurance. So there are many, many types of physical fitness. And I think what happens with some genders is that they only focus on one aspect of fitness because they want to look good. But maybe they lift weights and they beef up their body, they look good, but are they really strong? Are they flexible? Are they able to go on for a really long time, say like running? So that is different kinds of endurance. And cardio, as you know, is very good for the heart. So I do a lot of cardio actually, but not really so much on flexibility and not so much on the core and holding yourself up. So I really, really, really recommend this to you guys, especially since this period is free. So like I mentioned, there is no vested interest. I don't get anything out of this, but I really just wanted to do a shout out for them because I really appreciate the offer that they have given and how during this period it has really made such a big difference to me, at least getting some fitness. I didn't want to be running around my office. I didn't want to be panting. I didn't want to be trying to get equipment that I don't have and it would take up a lot of space. So think about it. Think about it. Do something rather than do nothing. So this is Martha once again. So subscribe to my mailing list so that you can get more about my work. That's at eroscoaching.com.